If you want to challenge yourself to live under $100 per month, you will probably think about living in a, a remote village or very underdeveloped city. But I have lived for $140 per month more than 3 years. A well developed and modern, very well organized country. I'm talking about Malaysia. I'm not talking about you travel for a tourist, you travel as a tourist and stay there for 2 3 weeks, then you're coming back after your tourism purpose is finished. I'm talking about if you want to live for a longer period of time, 1 year or 2 year, for certain purposes or for change, for as a normal family life, then the Malaysia will be better choice for that. So when you think about living, then you will think about houses, right? Home. So in Malaysia, um, you can get the luxury apartment, luxury villas are very cheaper price, very big enough, modern. When I talk about apartments, so all the apartment complex are usually with coming with swimming pools, which is very well maintained, every day maintained. They will have a security, and you will have a lot of common amenities, and running waters, electricity are not a problem. Is running 24 hours, without any disruptions. So, oh, if you have a let's say if you have a maybe $1,000 or 1,500 $2,000, then you will have a very very high end luxury villa in Malaysia. Malaysia is a big country where with a lot of provinces, states. So in each states has some little bit of cost of living adjustment. So you have a lot to choose from. So that is the one thing. Then you think about the transport, right? So transport is dirt cheap, I will say, when you compare with the Western countries. People in the YouTube, people when they talk about Malaysia, they nicely use the word affordable. Affordable. Sometimes I feel it's not carrying the message we wanted to carry, because I have studied and compared a lot of countries, whether any other countries has a cheaper living cost, yet it is modern, it's not missing anything for a sake of reducing the cost. I don't see any other countries coming nearby to Malaysia, because I lived there 3 years as a student, and I travel around and I watched and studied and I researched about all the countries. So nothing coming near to Malaysia. But a lot of people are not choosing Malaysia as they're choosing Dubai, because Malaysian government also, they are not actively marketing their country like Malaysia do. But whoever find out that opportunity, it's I would say, uh, it's not a hype word, but it is real. If you live there, you will understand. It's a heaven actually. Almost perfect countries. Every country has some flaws, problems. Like that, Malaysia also may have something, but uh, that is not problem for us. If we designed our life in that way, we don't need to think about. When I say that, you don't need to think about much. It can be very minor problems. Um, so So that is the thing. Like luxury apartments, you can get in the price range is very vast. So it can be in any category. It can be housing, it can be the transport, it can be the education, it can be the food, it can be the healthcare, it can be the your domestic help, anything. You have a very uh, vast option to choose from. Is horizontally, vertically, you have a lot of choice to choose from actually. Um, so then you think about the so I was talking about the transport. Yes, transport is very cheap actually. It's not, you know, traveling inside the country. Taxis are you can easily get from the app. Usually it will come within 5-10 minutes. It's very cheap, and you have a government, public transport like buses or metro, or those are very good. Almost 24 into 7 you can get it. And the airports, all the major cities, major states have airport, which is mostly connected to the international cities. And Kuala Lumpur airport is one of the well connected airport in the world. Also, not only the connected, also the you have a lot of budget airlines where you can sometimes travel to the nearby countries for a weekend, like Thailand or Vietnam or Singapore or Manila or Jakarta or any Bali. Sometimes it's the same price as a one taxi ride in Western countries. So a lot of people do that in weekend. They travel to the other country for a weekend and they coming back. So this is the transport. Then when you think about the food actually, I didn't see this much of variety anywhere in the world. Like Malaysia, they have a Malays, they have a Chinese, they have Indian, they have a since Thailand is a nearby, so Thailand, and they have a Westerners. So you have a blend of everything. You name it, you will get it, and what is the price you want to get it, you will get it. So in that much of variety you have, and that much of price range you will get it. So you can go to very high end restaurant. You can go for a street food. Street food. If I When I say street food, it doesn't mean that it's not hygienic or it's not healthy or something. It's very good actually. Very good, high quality food and tasty food actually. So I have seen in Malaysia, if husband and wife working, so when they come back to home, they take the children and they go to restaurant, not for not for the weekend, every day. I have seen people who go to restaurant for a dinner every day because it is it is cheaper to eat outside than cook outside inside, at home. So when you have that much of variety, that much of affordability, that much of convenience, then why you missing it? Then now you have these apps, those you don't need to even go outside. You can get delivered the things. So I know somebody, they want to drink Coca-Cola, and it's sometimes craving, right? So they order it in the app, within a 10 minutes it's get delivered. So that kind of convenient, with the food, with the transport, you will get delivered the things, and you will have a price range of very bottom to very high end. Also the variety, like Indian food or Chinese or Malaysian or Western, anything you name it, Mediterranean, anything. So that much of blend of offers you will get you will not get anywhere in the world. Maybe in Dubai you will get, but the price will be very different. Also, the Malaysian population, um, they will speak English. You can communicate with them very easily. You don't need to struggle to explain the things like Vietnam or some other countries. So, uh, since it's a multicultural country, um, people are easily, they are very friendly people, and um, they are easily to communicate, and easily to accommodate the uh, new people. Also, the another thing is, uh, when we talk about cheap, so then we will think about the quality, right? So there is a saying that if you pay peanuts, then you will get the monkey. But here it is not that. Since it's cheap, it doesn't mean you are taking the lower quality. No, it's a modern infrastructure everywhere you see, especially the bigger cities like Kuala Lumpur. Kuala Lumpur is a very well developed country. You know, when I was a student, I take the tram um, to the college. The one way cost 1 ringgit is 0.25 cents. That doesn't mean you are traveling in the very old, unair conditioned or unhygienic carriage. No, it's a new, very well maintained and air conditioned, and not overcrowded. Everything is perfect. It's very hard to explain unless you are experience as your own. I don't know you will experience it if you go as a tourist, but if you stay for a little longer time, maybe 1 month or 2 months, then you start to feel that different. Maybe you won't like to leave. So that is the thing. Another thing is the healthcare. Healthcare in Western world is very not very much accessible. You have to wait for you have to book for a time, and you have to wait for a doctor. And here it's not like that. You can just walk in and get your service, which is that doesn't mean you are not getting proper or quality medicine treatment. You will get the world class treatment. Again, there is a range. Which range you want to go. You have a very high end to low end, or middle, or and in each category you have lots to choose from. So only thing you have to do, just do some search, to find out what you want. I have my own experience about the healthcare. I have admitted in a hospital. I will make a video on separate video about it. But my experience in a hospital, admitted in a hospital, it's very good. I have in my life I have admitted 2 times in a hospital. One in Malaysia, another one in Norway. So the Norwegian quality, when people, the nurses handling you, it's unspeakable. It's a top quality. But when I go back and think about how was it in Malaysia, I don't see any less service or anything to complain from. No, it's almost same. Maybe that time the ward, the where you sleep, the ward, maybe that was for 3 people there, but still you get the separate space with the curtain and all that. But other than that, I won't see any difference between the Norwegian quality and Malaysian quality, as long as you get a right hospital. Also, the variety of okay, when you live there, then you will definitely you will okay, you will travel, you will work, and you will eat. Then you will go for a shopping. The shopping malls in Malaysia is a lot. I don't see that much of density in a single place. In especially, I'm talking about the Kuala Lumpur and Klang Valley areas, where everywhere is a shopping complex. So I will tell you one example. When I finish my college, maybe it's a 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, maybe it's very hot outside. What I do, I come back the backside of the parking area of the college, and I will go to the one shopping mall. So I will walk through the shopping mall, and I will go, the back end of the shopping mall. Then there's a road. Then I will walk through the next shopping mall. Like this, I will walk through until my home through the shopping malls. So that much of shopping malls where, and it doesn't mean like, oh, it's a lot of shopping malls, it's like a death and not happening. No, it's a modern and happening and very live places actually. And you have a lots to spend the time will flies if you go outside. That's why you see one more thing. Yeah, if you have noticed, I have lot of friends from Malaysia. Most of them are not using their time in social media. It doesn't mean there is no internet or there is no cheaper phone or anything. But when you have a lot of things in outside in the real world to enjoy, then why you are coming to social media? Right? You will come to social media to you stuck in a place or for a short period of time or longer period of time where you don't know nothing to do, right? Or you don't find anything interesting rather than looking up the phone, right? So that's the I noticed I have a friends in social media and around the world. All are active. Only these countries in Malaysia, they are not active as any other countries. But sometimes I will get the photos like they are traveling there and we can, they are not sitting at a phone. Also, if you are the person who go out, not for a food only, but if you want to enjoy the nature, then you will get all the time within 2 to 3 hours of traveling. You will get. If you want to go to deeper in the jungle, you can go. If you want to go to highland, you can go. If you want to go to beach, that is possible. If you want to go to city, that is possible. Um, endless. I would say endless. If, I can put a list on it. How many places you can visit. So if you want to, there's a one fact I have read about. If somebody lived in New York, if they visit one restaurant per day, before they visit all the restaurants, they will die because their lifetime is not enough to travel. Visit all the restaurant in New York. That's how that much of restaurant they have. But it is same to Malaysia for any category, not only restaurant. Yeah, it can be the hospital, it can be the schools, it can be the restaurant, it can be the tourist attraction, anything that much. But I don't know why this country is not very much popular as other countries like Thailand or Singapore or Bali or but they are getting a lot of tourists, 25 million tourists they are getting it. But Malaysia offer a lot of categories of visa. Probably one of the few countries has a that variety of that much variety of visas to foreigners can live short term, long term, do the business or retirement visa or anything. They have a lot of visas, many variety of visas, and they are encouraging the foreigners to come and do the business and engage in the business activity or spend the time on the retirement. So it's I if anybody think, oh, I have a better choice in the whole world which can beat Malaysia, I love to hear that. Please comment on that.